What'd you think about Kenny and Michael Thomas leading the players there at the end?
Yeah, we spoke with players, and we just felt, relative to everything that's going on, we had some good discussions today. These are ongoing discussions. As a team, we decided that we wanted to go out there and scrimmage, get something done. We play 2 weeks from now, so we felt like that was important. We also felt like it was important to give the guys time to talk about things. Like you said, Kenny and Michael and JJ and Deshawn, and a lot of guys spoke there at the end. It wasn't just two guys. So I don't know what they spoke about, but we'll reconvene here on Saturday and we'll figure some things out moving forward. I think it's a time, John. I think that I always try to give you my honest opinion. I think Doc Rivers, what he said after the other night, what he said after their game, really hit home for me. I think that's something that should be played on loop. It was so passionate and just so real. I just have a lot of respect for Doc. I think Andy Reid had some great things to say. I would say, the big word is empathy, and how can we and figure out how to put actions in place that create change. And so I think that's what our players are talking about. Our players are very bright guys, and we have a lot of good pros on this team. And they wanted to scrimmage, and they also wanted to talk about what's going on. So we'll just keep working on it.
Do you have another one, John?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about the football part. Considering you did game-like conditions, exactly what were you looking for tonight, and what did you get out of it from a football standpoint?
I feel like we got a lot out of it. I mean, it wasn't, obviously, we weren't really going live. We did a lot of thud situations. We did get a lot of situations done. We were, we had third down. We were in the red area. We had long drives. We got a lot of special teams work done. We were able to get a lot done. We were able to get a lot of guys on film, which is good. We'll probably do this to some degree, probably one more time. But I thought tonight was good. We warmed up like we would for a game. We had our whole routine like it was a night game, so we could. And so I thought we were able to get a lot done. Guys were very professional today, and it's really a fun team to coach. It's really a good coach.
Greg Bailey.
Hey, Bill, just your impressions of the job that Anthony Weaver is doing with that defense, and maybe throughout camp, how much do you think the impression you have that you're enjoying playing for him and his style of defense, which is, it looks like it attacks in a lot of different ways?
We've does a good job. He's really smart. He's got a real good rapport with the players. He's played in the league. He's coached in the league. He's coached under some really good defensive coordinators when he was D-line coach, obviously Rex Ryan, Romeo Cornell. So I think he's taken something from all of those guys, and he's able to put his own stamp on it, and that's what he's trying to do. And I think he's doing a good job. He works really hard, communicates well with his staff. He's got a good staff underneath him. So I think I believe that we're on the right track there. We got a long way to go. We got 2 weeks to the game. We got a hell of a team we're playing in the first game, and we're going to keep working. But I think we've accomplished for where we are right now. We've got some things accomplished, no doubt about it. But we got a ways to go.
Aaron Wilson.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Aaron.
What you thought about Deshawn Watson? Looked like he found a good timing and rhythm with Kenny Stills and some of his other receivers, and also had a follow-up.
Yeah, it was good. I thought he did some good things. He was he was put into some tough situations. He had 4th and goal at the 3. He had, different situations on 3rd down. He was backed up in his own end. I thought he handled it really well. He's had a really good camp. And I thought a lot of the skill guys played well tonight. And so, I thought we were able to get a lot done offensively.
And how is Chad Hansen doing? It looked like he went down kind of hard there on that hit from Lonnie.
We'll have to see tomorrow. Yeah, I think he got hit. I mean, Lonnie's an aggressive player, and, Chad made the catch, and Lonnie, we were trying to avoid some of those things, but it's hard to avoid that in the scrimmage. So we'll see how Chad's doing tomorrow. It looks like he came out of it okay, but we'll see. We'll get more of an idea about that tomorrow.
Barry Warner.
Bill, did any kids jump out at you under the lights and just playing on the practice field on grass?
Yeah, I think there's some young guys that have played well for us. I think John Reed has had a good camp. I think that Ross Blacklock's had a good camp for rookies. I think that there's other guys. There's other guys that have played that that maybe they're not in their first year, but they've improved a lot from year one to year two. And so Charles Amenahu, that guy's had a really good camp for us. So I think a lot of guys have really performed well in a situation where they haven't had an off season and they've had to just really concentrate in training camp. And we got a ways to go, like I said before, but I think some guys are really trying to get better.
Aaron Reese.
Bill, AJ Moore obviously already plays a lot for you guys on special teams. You've talked about him a bunch of times, but he was everywhere tonight. It looked like. What have you seen from him just as a defender in terms of where he's taken a jump from last year to this year?
Yeah, he just is a guy that plays with a lot. There's a lot of guys like this, but AJ plays with a lot of energy. He does whatever you ask him to do. He puts the team first. He's definitely DTS. He's dependable. He's tough. He's smart. He has a really good role on our football team. He's improved on defense. He's improved on special teams. So he's a fun guy to coach.
Kim Davis.
Hey, Bill, I know you said that you guys were talking about what to do and in terms of what actions to take. Have you thought about what some of those actions could be? I mean, I know other teams are doing stuff, not that you want to compare yourself to other teams, but these players that get frustrated and have to live this every day, what can you say that, okay, we not only hear you, we're with you?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. I think that's what we're talking about right now. And I think there's a lot of great ideas. I don't really want to get into all the ideas, but I do know that there are some ideas that our players have that they want to put into action. And it's not just obviously protesting. It's more than that. It's how can they really affect change? And we have a lot of guys on our football team that are very bright, very passionate about what's going on. We have a lot of empathy on this team. Big word. I think that's a big word. I mean, I think for all of us, if we can just really figure out what's the best way to implement action and try to create change and do it in the right way and understand that we're all equal and that we need to come together. It's a tough time in this country right now. I'm not a statesman. I'm a football coach, but it's obviously a tough time. And I think it's important to listen and to learn and to try to come up with some solutions and guys that are putting a lot of thought into that.
Cody Davis.
Hey, Coach. Can you just talk about the overall emotions of your players this evening? I know in light of everything that's going on, it could be kind of hard for them to go out and mentally prepare for a football game.
Yeah, I mean, our guys are pros. We have guys that have played a lot of football in this league. They know, that they have a job to do and they want to go perform their job at the highest level. Some guys are in different parts of their ramp up than other guys, and they're working hard to get back in football shape and all those things. But guys understand that they can focus on the job at hand, and then when football's over, they can focus on social justice and what they believe and what's in their hearts and in their minds when it comes to that. So I think we have a team that's mature when it comes to those things and knows when to really focus on football, which they did tonight. I thought we got a lot of things done in the scrimmage, and as you guys saw probably that were in the stands, they're talking and they're thinking about things that they can do to really put some things into action.
Aaron Wilson.
Hey, Bill, when you look at the tight end position and the way these guys have operated, are you feeling a lot better into camp than maybe you did, say, at the beginning of the offseason? Are you feeling like that's an improved position?
I like our tight ends, Aaron. I do. I think that, Felzy and Akins have really played well. I think Jordan and Kahale have really improved. I think the Stapleton kid has come in here as an undrafted guy and really done some good things. So, I think we have some good guys, and they work hard. They're well coached. Will does a great job with those guys, and they really try to come out and get better every day. I think Fells is a good leader at that position. is a veteran player who's been around, and he's a very mature guy, very smart guy, and he does a good job from a player leadership standpoint in that room.
And Jacob Martin, the speed that he showed on the scoop and score, just your thoughts on him and kind of what he's able to do as an athlete.
Jacob plays with a lot of energy. He plays fast. He plays hard. He only knows one speed. He does everything we ask him to do. He's in that regard. He's very similar to how I described AJ Moore. He's DTS. He's dependable. He's tough. He's smart. He's out there every day, working hard to get better. He's put some weight on. I think he's playing at a really good level right now.
Terrence.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, Terrence.
Hey, was there any discussion at all about perhaps not doing this tonight, or was this just always just understood that you guys you were gonna hold a scrimmage?
No, we spoke about it. We talked a lot about that this morning with a group of players, and not every player. It's impossible to talk to every single player. It's just hard to do that with 80 players, but a group of players, felt like, look, at the end of the day, it was important to get this in tonight and keep building as a team. And then, also have the discussion about what to do relative to, like I've said, like trying to put some action into place that they think is good and rewarding. And, so we have a lot of guys that are very thoughtful, a lot of guys that have a lot of empathy, that care about the country, that care about a lot of things other than football, but they also are very focused on being as good of a football player as they can be. So I think we got a lot accomplished today. I thought it was a good day for our team.
John McClain.
Bill, since the start of when you put on pads through tonight, AJ Moore's made a lot of plays. The players love it when he makes plays. Is he better now than he's ever been? And what is it about his neck for making big plays in practice?
He's made a lot of plays. I mean, look, is he better than he's ever been? I mean, I think he's always been good. He just plays with a lot of passion, a lot of energy. He's a smart player, loves football. He's got a really good personality. He's got a personality that people are drawn to, and he has a lot of fun playing. He's just a guy that he's in heaven when he's playing football. So. He's made a lot of plays, and the guys enjoy playing with him, and he enjoys playing on this team.
Aaron Reese.
Hey, Bill, what have you thought of how Garion's come back? He obviously started camp on PUP, and just what you've thought of how he's looked since then.
Yeah, I think he's working hard. I think he's improved. I thought he made a couple of plays tonight from what I could see standing behind the offense. I think he's working hard to get better and better and get himself ready to go for the first game. He started, like you said, he started on PUP. He's come off of PUP, and it's a work in progress, but I think he's definitely improving.
Last one for Brian Bearfield.
Coach, it's been a long time since you have given up the entire offensive playbook. How are you dealing with that? And, I know you still have your input, but is it starting to be different? And are you starting to notice different things now that you don't have to focus on the offensive side of the ball like that?
I mean, it's just, look, I have a lot of faith in Tim and the offensive staff, and they do a good job. They work hard. I'm still involved in all three phases. I think as a head coach, you have to be involved in all three phases. I do my best to let those guys coach, and then try to give them my vision for the team and for each unit. And but I think it's going well. I think Tim and Weave, and I just think they communicate really well. So I think it's going really well.
Thanks, everyone.